Hey buddies, here is something new. I have been seeing a lot of people on YouTube and TikTok reading journals. So I just did a reorganization in my house, and in doing so, I came across my travel journal from my very first solo overseas trip, October of 1992. So I thought I would read a day or so of this trip, and depending on the reception, I'll read something else. So I've read the first couple pages of this many times over the years, but I've never gone further. So I flipped through it, and I come across the day of my birthday. So I thought I would read that day. And if anybody finds this even moderately interesting, I will gladly read other days. But this coincidentally is the first time I ever met my friend Kevin, who has been a pen pal since 1982, when I was 12 years old. And I have met him many times since this first time. And he's become a very good friend over the years, and I'm friends with his mom too. And this journal, as a matter of fact, I bought with a few others just like it from that old theater that was turned into a bookstore. You remember that place? I think it's on Montrose or Shepherd. I don't know. Over there somewhere. So here we go. This might have been, I think it's 6 p.m. I'm talking about the day. And it says it's October the 27th, 1992, my 22nd birthday. This morning, I was wide awake, so I called Mom. My handwriting is terrible. I'm a lefty. My handwriting is terrible. Boy, did I feel stupid. It was midnight there. Oh well. I cashed a check. This was back in the day of travel checks. I cashed a check, booked a tour. It leaves from the Blakemore at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and got my card stamped. I went to Harrods, and it didn't open till 10. So I circled Hyde Park on the bus and came back. I'm going down to see Kevin now. Oh, maybe this was the first time. Now it's Tuesday night, and I'm giving my reflection of Kevin. Capital letters, geek. Kevin came. He was out of breath from running up the tube stairs. He looks nice, but he is so nervous. He refuses to use elevators. He's gotten better over the years. So you can imagine the walking we did. Before we left, he gave me an exhausting description of each of his 28 medals. Oh, I remember that. When that was over, he started on his postcards. Then we took the Lancaster Gate tube to Marble Arch, where we ate at Garfunkel's. Garfunkel's is like a fish and chips place, and I like it now. I don't know. I like it. It was okay. I remember I didn't like it then. His friend turned out to be a 60-something woman maitre d'. After lunch, he pulled out his family pictures. After lunch, we took an exhausting 40-minute walk towards the Guards Museum. All this in pouring rain. I don't remember that. It was a very interesting museum. If only Kevin hadn't gone into detail on every item. I was very disappointed to find the gift shop closed. After all, I went there with the only intent of getting something for Dad. We were in there 3 hours. They then, instead of jumping on the tube to Notting Hill for the Army Museum, we walked 5 blocks so we could look through a knothole in a fence at an Army trailer. I don't remember that. We went back to the station that took us to the museum. The museum was great. Maybe that's the Army Museum. I got some great pictures and some gifts. We sat in the coffee shop, and then he planned my whole morning. St. Paul's and the Commonwealth Institute. That was real sweet, but I didn't want to risk being late for my Windsor tour. That's right, I booked it for 1 p.m. the next day. So I called, oh, this is mean of me. I called and said the tour was changed for the morning. So tomorrow I'll take the Central Line tube from Lancaster Gate all the way to St. Paul's. Okay, this says it's 9 p.m. now. Then come back, get off at Bond Street, hop on a bus at Marylebone. I've never been able to say that. Marylebone High Street up to Marylebone Road to Madame Tussauds. Then back to the Blackmore for my tour of Hampton Court, Windsor Castle, and Runnymede. Yay! Don't forget to buy another 1-day travel cart. Okay, 9:15. What an exhausting day. I am bushed. I left about 8:30, had breakfast, the same every day. Continental breakfast was weird over there, but it's good. Then I headed for Lancaster Tube. I couldn't get in through my ticket wasn't valid until 9:30. I must have had that discount card that was not good for rush hours. It started, that's what that must have been. So I took the bus instead. It went all the way to St. Paul's. It was magnificent. Oh, that's why I go to St. Paul's every time. I was thoroughly pleased at going. This was my very first trip to St. Paul's. The crypts were interesting. Also, the royal wedding exhibition. Also, there was an exact wood replica of the cathedral. I remember that. It was wonderful. Shockingly, they allowed picture taking. So I took half a roll. I must have had that one of those 35mm cameras. 1992. Drat, Kevin just called. He said we're still on for tomorrow. I was hoping he'd cancel. Oh well. It's only 11 to 5. I can still do things. Now back to what I was saying. Saying before I went in St. Paul's, I found a little souvenir shop. Cute, cheap. After St. Paul, I took the tube back to Bond Street, then hopped a bus to Marylebone. As you can tell, I love public transit. It's so fun. Then 1.5, to Madame Tussauds. It was great. You should have seen the mad dash I made back to the hotel. Just in time. I had 15 minutes before my Windsor tour. So I grabbed lunch at a Greek restaurant. It was good. I was very disappointed with the tour. We drove around, oh, I do remember this, picking people up. We got to Windsor at 3:10. The mad dash we made was disgusting. Did I really say disgusting? I really wanted so badly to see Queen Mary's Doll's House. Well, I've seen it since then. It was wonderful. We missed it. And Hampton Court. Oh, man. Anyway, I was able to salvage the rest of the night by getting lost at Harrods. You know, it's the very end thing to do. I'm such a dork. I thought people's accounts of Harrods was embellished. Huge isn't a very good definition. It's amazing how many products and services they offer. After Harrods, I took the tube back to the hotel. I had to transfer twice, but it was fun. It's amazing how simple it is. Tommy is going to be so jealous. Every time I use it, I think how much he would enjoy it. More than me. As usual, I ate dinner at Deep Pan. Their deep dish pan Hawaiian is wonderful. I forgot something. Tuesday morning walk across Hyde Park. That's a tradition for me now. When I go back, not only do I cut straight across Hyde Park, I also walk the complete perimeter of it. To Harrods, it is closed at the corner to avoid. So that's a whole day's worth. So I can stop there. I'm kind of excited to read the rest of it, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait just in case anybody's even remotely interested in hearing that. That way I can read it and it'll be like reliving it because I don't remember what else I wrote in there. Anyway, thanks for listening.